Hey everybody, it's Andre. It is Tuesday, September 9th, and I am kind of doing an impromptu, earlier than scheduled video broadcast, which is what happens when you decide to cam and put your face and hair together, and then you have a really slow day, and you don't want to waste all the time that you put into your face and hair. So, happy beginning of the week. I hope you all had a great weekend. What am I going to talk about today? So, I have like a list because this is what I do now. Okay. Oh yeah. So, new content this week. If you are somebody who is on the website, hopefully you are. If you're watching this, you've gone to ms.andre.shakti.com, signed up for the newsletter so you know when all the badass shit is going down. This week I updated with a tickling fetish video with Owen Gray and Joey Minx and I. And it was a really cute concept that that Owen asked for our participation in, and it just so happens that in my life, I'm like the only person that I know within my like close social circle who really loves horror movies. All of my partners and most of my friends are really freaked out by anything even like bearing dramatic themes, so I'm usually like on my own for this. And I knew Joey was like that. I found out Owen was like that, and I thought, well, let's start out the scene watching this actual scary short film, and then kind of accidentally find out that Owen is ticklish and go from there. So there's some bondage involved. There's definitely some like co-topping, teaming up, femdom, tickle torture stuff happening. So it's a really fun clip, and I hope you like it. I also went ahead and added the photo sets for these scenes that are already up on my website right now. So the full-length scenes that are up there are include my scene with Serena Blair, the Homestead Hustle scene, as well as my scene with Courtney Trouble called Twister Fister. And both of those photo sets from those shoots went up yesterday. So I hope you had a chance to check those out as well. What else is going on? It's only Tuesday. It's like not that much has actually happened. I'm getting ready to head out to a really awesome party that I recently had the pleasure of getting involved with called Switch. They've been going for a number of years every Tuesday night at Q Bar in the Castro in San Francisco. And I think they started out as a party for women, but have now opened up to like all genders, all orientations, and it is my favorite party to go to. I have no qualms about saying this. I fell in love with it months ago, and the music is great, the vibe is great, the people are great, the venue is wonderful. I started go-go dancing for them recently. I'm really, really excited about that. I'm going to be dancing for them 1 to 2 times a month. At least I'm scheduled up until the winter, so hopefully you'll be able to check some of those out if you're in the area. They're having a party tonight. They're filming their promotional video, which my friend and recent collaborator Asia Pop is producing, is filming, and so it's silver themed. So I'm in my camming outfit now, but I have like a glittery silver outfit that I'm going to go put on in a few minutes and roll out the high femme for tonight. So that's happening. Look at my list. I need my glasses. Folsom Street weekend, or Folsom Street Fair weekend is next weekend. If you don't know what that is, I'm not going to tell you. Just Google it. FOLSOM. Please do it in a place where, if not safe for work videos and images come up on your computer, it is not going to result in you getting fired. There's a lot going on. Mostly I'm just like whoring myself out to kink.com that whole weekend, which I'm really, really excited about. I'm working a new event that they are holding pre-Folsom called BondCon. That's going to be at the Armory in the Mission. And I don't know that much about it, except it's going to be pretty much like a kink conference with like workshops and demonstrations and booths and tours and whatnot, vendors. So I'm going to be a demo model for Friday. I think I work all day with Mia Lee. If you were at BondCon, Mia Lee and I will be demoing most of the day. And then Saturday I'll be demoing with Joey Minx, which I'm super excited about. And then Saturday night, I work Switch SF. That production company I just mentioned is teaming up with the Lexington Club in San Francisco and holding a pre-Folsom party at the Lex. I will be go-go dancing that. It's a uniform party. I have a really kick-ass outfit. Shout outs to James Darling for hooking me up with my outfit for that party. And I'm really excited about it. And then I have to be up bright and early on Sunday morning to go work the booth at the Folsom Street Fair for kink.com. So not quite sure whether I'll be doing like submissive play or dominant play or a little bit of both yet, but I had such a great time working for them at the fair itself last year. This is really like my ideal, my ideal weekend. I dropped my paper, so I'm just gonna like go down here. Okay, all right, I'm back. What else? I want to make this a short one. My friend Gisli just had a huge, massive article come out that they wrote specifically for XBiz magazine, the September issue of XBiz magazine. But they have shared rights to it, so it's currently also up on, I think, pinkwhite.biz, Pink and White's website. It's a really, really amazing article if you are a performer who is watching this, or especially if you're a performer that's just starting out in the porn industry, or you're like interested in starting out in the porn industry. This is an article that you want to take 10 to 15 minutes to read. It's called Tricks of the Trade, and it talks about what like the culture of sharing content and working for trade within the porn industry, which is very, very common and becoming increasingly common, especially among the more the smaller like minority groups within porn. So like the queer porn community, the feminist porn community, the indie porn community, the communities where there's really like less money that's available to be exchanged, and people aren't being presented with the opportunities that they otherwise would if they were in an industry such as mainstream porn. So has a lot of really good guidelines, how to avoid common pitfalls, how to get like the most out of your material. I would really recommend it. You can find it on Pink and White, or you can find it on XBiz or in the magazine itself. Lots of great people are quoted in it. James Darling, like Arabelle Raphael, so many people. I haven't read it in a few weeks. I read an early version. So hopefully you can check that out. Get a good read. A few quick things. This weekend is going to be crazy. I'm shooting for the first time a scene for ms.andre.shakti XXX with a relatively new performer whose name is Corbin Dallas. And if you get that reference, I fucking love you and you win all the things, so let me know. But yeah, he is a cis male performer here in the Bay Area, relatively new. I think has done a few shoots for websites like kink.com in a submissive role, I believe, and I'm gonna shoot a femdom scene with him for my website, and we're gonna do some trade content, speaking of trade, and I'm really excited to work with him because I don't work with very many boys, and just feels funny to say that, but I don't, and so he seems to be one of the really good ones, and he's super cute, and so I hope that you enjoy the content that comes out of that shoot. I also know that Madison Young is running a 2-day-long workshop at the Armory through Armory Tours this weekend. I think it's a relationship workshop. I often demo for Madison for her classes, so I will be doing some of that. Last time I demoed, I had a speculum shoved into my vagina and people coming up with like lights and magnifying glasses to check out my G-spot while I jerked off with a Hitachi, so you never quite know what you're gonna get with Madison Young. But I will be doing a little bit of that. I will also be working a bachelorette party with the smoking hot Daisy Ducati, who I have had the pleasure of seeing a lot lately. We're working a queer women's bachelorette party this weekend in San Francisco. So that, I just feel bad for all of you that you can't be the flies on the wall for that party, because it's going to be like super sexy and cathartic and energetic and wonderful. I'm available for booking should you desire for your special function or event in the future. And then, I guess last but not least, it's September. Like, there's so many events. I apologize ahead of time. These video diaries, I guess, for the next few weeks are going to be very event heavy. To kind of round that off, there is a new monthly party that is debuting this Sunday in Oakland at a new venue called Leo's. On Telegraph Avenue, and it is run by Courtney Trouble, James Darling, and Jenna Riot. Jenna Riot is a DJ and producer who is responsible for that party switch that keeps coming up in conversation tonight. It is a party called Beast, and I'm super, super excited. I was asked to go dance the inaugural party. It is also celebrating both Courtney and James's birthdays, and you can find it on Facebook, BEAST. I'm sure like maybe Leo's event page or venue page has the listing. Maybe it doesn't, but I do know that there are like 130 people RSVP'd so far, and it's a small venue. They're offering advanced ticket sales. I highly recommend you take advantage of it. It's going to be a really fun new queer party that fuses, that the goal is to fuse like the San Francisco scene with the Oakland scene by putting Courtney and James and Jenna all together as DJs and producers. So really excited to work with them. Had a meeting with a follow-up meeting actually with Paul Deep this morning of I think the company's Pillow Book Productions, and he's going to be so sad if I got the name of his company wrong. But we are talking about a really exciting, very time-consuming, but like potentially revolutionary new project, pornographic film project of sorts, that is not so loosely based around my own life and has me basically starring as like the protagonist of my already existing, multifaceted, consistently entertaining existence. So I can't really say that much about that, actually. I've been putting out calls recently for performers, friends, partners, coworkers, collaborators who would be interested in getting involved. But the details are still pretty hush-hush. So hopefully in the next week or two I'll be able to tell you more about that. We're working with a major porn company for the financial backing, and Paul is so talented. Andrew Sullivan will be doing the screenwriting for it. I will have a lot of creative influence, a lot of directorial influence. Most of the casting decisions will be made by me, so I'm really, really excited. I feel like working with those guys is like the perfect bridge for me between the queer porn community that I'm in now and the mainstream porn community. I feel like those two kind of have the ability to move fluidly between the two industries, and bringing on performers who are more in the queer indie feminist industry and presenting them to the mainstream porn demographic and that mainstream porn audience in a very particular intentional way is a really, really great way for us to gain visibility in this community, and for us to maybe shatter some stereotypes that are still running rampant through mainstream porn. So that's it, I think. Happy Tuesday. I don't know when I'll post this. It might be Wednesday or Thursday, so bear with me. This will be a blast from the past by that time. But I wish you all well. I love hearing from you, so you should do that. Just call me. Maybe. Okay. Bye.